Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Andrew. I am a vintage reseller slash collector specializing in mid-century decor, specifically items from the 1940s through the 1970s, such as holiday decorations, linens, textiles, knickknacks, glassware, as you can see behind me. Occasionally I'll throw some newer items in there just to keep it interesting, but today we're going to talk about a new estate. We're going to call this one the Christmas Hoarder. I know the person who's handling the estate. This particular person who passed away lived in a 3-story home and completely filled every nook and cranny with lots of collectibles. And my buddy who's handling the disposal of the estate, he's working with several resellers, and basically the deal is they kind of were putting totes and boxes of things together. You had to buy the box. The buy-in for each box is about $20. So he asked me to come over earlier this week, and I took 11 totes home in the first trip. I took probably 6 home in the second trip. Out of those 11 totes, I'd say I drilled them down to about 4 boxes. A lot of the items were things that I needed to donate, so I redonated them. But the last trip I went over was pretty good. Today we're going to look at 2 of the totes, or 2 of the boxes of items that I brought, that I went through and saved. And kind of give you a look. We're far from done with this property. It's going to be a couple more months. They know what I'm looking for. They like me, so hopefully they'll put the stuff aside for me. But I wanted to give you guys a first idea of what we have, what's going to be getting sold on eBay. Some things are going to make their way over to Vamp. I have to kind of make some time to do that. So we're going to get into it. So I'm digging out this first box here. Just to give you an idea, this is an egg box, fairly large, that's full. Let's see here. There is in this first box a reproduction Victorian ornament that's called the Dresden Star by Bethany Lowe. And this will sell pretty well on eBay. I've sold these before. This is in great shape. There's also a set of these reproduction Victorian glass candle clip-on ornaments. There's 3 of them in this box. There's also this glass tassel ornament, which is newer. It's really a mix of newer Christmas and vintage Christmas. They liked a little bit of everything. There wasn't kind of a discriminatory factor on that. So, but all those things are going to go onto eBay. There was a bunch of these very neat, the Met did these. They're the Metropolitan Museum of Art Nativity pop-up holiday cards. There's like 4 packages of these brand new holiday cards, and they're literally a pop-up nativity. I wonder if I can open one of these up. Let's see. Is one of them open? I thought one of them was. Yes. So literally, I thought somebody out there on eBay would like them. So here's the card itself, and then you open it up, and it's got this pop-up 3-dimensional nativity set. So never used, 4 packs of them. I think they'll sell come the holiday season. So I thought we'll keep those out, especially they were made by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. That stuff tends to do a little bit better. Here's a whole container of vintage Christmas ornaments. Like we have this one here. We have this nice large one here. Now this one's from 1999, but when you think about it, it's 25 years ago, so it is vintage now. I feel old. Here's another one. But then we have like this nice older blue one. We have this nice fish here. Now the fish I kind of like. I might have to keep the fish for myself. I like the fishy. This lantern. A nice pine cone. And another ornament. There was really, for the most part, no rhyme or reason to how things were packaged away. They were just kind of put, like, these were in this container here. Here's another example of how things were put away. Here's a reproduction snowman ornament with a couple of little vintage ornaments. The snowman ornament, even though it's new, I might put it out at Christmas. Somebody might appreciate that. Let's see. Oh. Let's see here. Pulling some stuff out of the... So this is a Spoed Christmas tree cookie jar. And this I'll probably actually send up to the auction just because it's a little hard to ship. And it does have a few nicks on it, but it is made by Spoed. So we'll send that up there, get that out of here. I do like what I found in here. These are hand-carved wooden Santas. I thought he was super cool. They were carved by Ralph Hawker in 2014. And here's another one that's an ornament. But I like these folk art carved Santas. They do really well for me. So we're going to grab those and put them online. This is a little, I think it's Homeco, a little Carol girl just singing away there. This I thought was really neat. This is vintage. This, let's see, it's still new in the pack. I'm trying to see if there's any Philip Stahl. I think this came from maybe Germany. But it's Santa's sled, and then it has the 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe not 12. Let's see, we have Comet, Prancer, Vixen, Donner, Cupid, Dasher, Blitzen, and Dancer. So we don't have all 12, but I thought it was kind of cool. Here's a bag of older Christmas items. So we have 2 of these that were in there, and these usually do really well for me. And then we have this figural light bulb, and then another older light bulb. There was a bunch of crocheted pot holders. So we have Jingle Bells. We have the Red Rose, the Poinsettia. We have a bag of these icicles, which really, they're plastic, but I've sold them around Christmas time and they do really well for me. So there's a whole big bag of them. We have a glass Sun Ornament. There is a lot of Nativity pieces. We have these 2, and I think these might be reproduction, or maybe not. Maybe they are originals. Got those. They're just mixed in here, there, everywhere. Here's some sheep. Here's another pot holder. It really is a mixed bag. Here's a few more nativity pieces. The nativity pieces I might try to group together and do a lot and just push them out the door. I love this guy. He's really fun. He's one of those Santas that kind of flips onto stuff. Here. A few more made in Italy nativity pieces, like we have the donkey, Mary here. This person really liked the nativity stuff. So typically every box that I got into had some form of nativity. This is a whole box of mixed glass ornaments. There's some newer, there's some older. It's a mixed bag here. I'm just kind of looking here to see. I kind of looked in here, but I'm trying to see if there's some kind of rhyme or reason to it. So I might just hold it up here. Yeah, all sorts of newer, smaller glass ornaments. We probably will do those in a lot. Like there's this one, kind of like a tassel theme, but nice and colorful. There's a little house. Some light reflectors too in there. Here's another big bag of Italian-made Nativity pieces. So if you guys need some pieces for your Nativity set, oh, I dropped it. But they're okay. So like, you know, you have your wise men, your shepherd, that's all in this bag here. Another whole nativity set in this bag. Same kind of theme, but just a different color. Like I said, they were very big on nativity sets. Here is a Met 2021 Star Ornament. This is designed again by the Museum of Metropolitan Arts. And there is some more of these. I'm gonna put them aside. There's a whole bin of different ones. This is a newer piece, but this is Christopher Radko. And I've always done really well selling him, so nice. It's called the Candy Ride Santa 2, and his arm moves. So that's pretty cool. This made in Japan, or Hong Kong, I'm sorry, angel. And then a Longaberger Santa mug. This was one of the boxes that didn't have a lot of older items in it. There were some, but not a ton. This cute little angel, but her wing unfortunately broke. And here is a Santa playing tennis. So that was the first box. I do have one more tote here that we're gonna look at. I just wanna get some items back in the box. Again, this is gonna be kind of like putting together what I have, like the nativity pieces, doing lots. There is older stuff that I did get that I will show you here in a little, in another video probably, but a lot of cool stuff. It was just an experience to kind of go through and see all the different items that that this person had. They really collected a lot of things over the years. And I definitely think everything at the buy-in price, I think there's definitely money to be made. I want to put this ornament in this bin here so it doesn't get broken. But I definitely think there's money to be made at the buy-in price. So, put this behind me, bring up this other tote here. Now, this person loves Spoed, so there's a whole tote of different Spoed Christmas tree ornaments. So like we have a plane here, we have a horse here, or a reindeer, excuse me. There's the miniature Spoed Christmas tree china, as you can see here. There's a cup and saucer. Here's a cookie jar. Here's a creamer. So I think how I'm gonna do these is kind of do them in kind of like similar sets. This one's wrapped up. This one has a sled. This one's like a candle holder. But I'm gonna probably count them all out and break them up into groupings. Like this one's the teapot, as you can see. But literally, this whole tote right here is filled with these things. Tons of them. So for those of you that like the Spoed Christmas tree stuff, there's going to be lots of these. He had every single one. There's the ball here, the Millennium Ornament. So there's tonnage of these. And from my understanding is they all got displayed on Christmas trees. Every single one. So that is, oh, well, we'll throw this one in here for good measure since we got some time. This is a whole tree of Bottlebrush Trees, or whole tote of Bottlebrush Trees. There are some reproduction ones in here, but there are also some vintage ones. This is a nice little purple vintage one here. This is a reproduction one from Reagan House, which is a brand that makes a lot of reproduction vintage decorations. Let's see here. Let's grab a couple vintage. These two are vintage here. But I still think even the reproduction ones like these are great for decorations or crafting with. This is a newer one, but a great color. These two here are definitely, these are nice. Nice tall ones. It looks like they were, here's another Reagan House one, that's a nice one. But yeah, we just got a whole couple totes of these. So these should be good, they should do really well. I might get some of these listed today even. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. I have more totes over there that I have to go through and list and show you guys. So it's gonna be an experience. We're gonna title this the Christmas House Hoarder, and start showing you guys little bits and pieces as I pull the stuff out and get called back. But I want to start listing this and recouping and making some money, and not just keep buying and buying and buying. So that's my task for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along. I'm unwrapping these as I'm talking here. Let me know what you liked in the video. If you see anything you like and you don't see it in my eBay store, leave a comment down below. If you like the video, like I said, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, help me out. Because you'll want to see what else we're pulling in. There's some really good totes that I pulled out the other day. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.